bar kind of outshot a little bit, but it's in shots. What are you going to do? What you gonna do? How's it going? Dan Mayo here. This is RuMayoNation. Oh, Lord of mercy. How's it going? Date of recording Monday the 20th of October. Is that French for let's not go there? 10:16 is the time. I've got my gimmick. Thanks for tuning in. Soz about last week was planned. This is episode 20 of season 2. Not entirely sure on that. Now I've said it out loud. Think so. Yeah, planned one last week. Loads going on. Less than I thought, actually. Probably should have made it this week. Yeah, because apparently they're just going to inexplicably cast me into the life of an Amish on Wednesday. I'll get into it. But yeah, got our gimmick. Got our Megan coming up. As always, let's just go through the notes. By the way, can I just say personal growth? I've not actually really used this digression pad for a while now. And that just shows that I'm becoming quite the mature human being. This office also, I've had to like zhuzh it about a bit again because it's become like an LRC for my 2 secondary school age children now. Sat here last night. I can still feel the stupid in the room. Trying to help them with their homework. I gave it one of them months where it's like, oh, homework due tomorrow, but it's not that much. It's not that much to do. Yeah. But then it's you guys. So then it is. And do you know what, right? Let's get into what's going to go on. We're talking some customer feedback. We've got my youngest listener in the world. My Monday mental health day. That's right. Power cut iPod. All right. Going to make some people feel old right about now. Bletchley Park. My to-do list. Some more Austin's questions. Facebook memories. And then we'll get out of here. So obviously the first thing I'm going to talk about now isn't any of those things, of course. So let's do the homework. And I'll kind of put a marker down where I'm like, we're not going to be as hands-on helping them with their homework now. Like, they got to start learning in secondary school. They can use the hardware. You want to use a computer, a momputer, as Sasha, a girl I grew up with, used to call it, a momputer. You want to use a momputer. That's absolutely fine. But you need to say to us, hey, can we use your momputer? We've got to do some history, whatever the fuck. We're not going to be prompting you. One of them got detention last week because they didn't complete their homework. He said he did, contested it. He was at his dad's at the time. He did submit something in his defence. It was just one task completed of 6. So technically not lying, but also do your detention. So he's doing it today instead. But yeah, we're not going to sit and help them a lot. But the vibe was, this is carnage. We're going to give them this one free swing where it's like, okay, we'll sit and we'll help you. But then it's like, why am I doing this? Because I was sat right where that camera is right now. And Bill was sat right here. And it was all about the Battle of Hastings. And it was about standard comprehension, read some text, answer some questions, right? So I'm like, okay, that's fine. We can do that. But then I'm helping him read it. And the final question is, after reading this, it's all about the fucking Earl of Wessex and his right to the throne when matey boy above him died. He was kind of his right-hand man, married into the family. He had it that the guy who was on his way out said he should take over. People in France disagreed because their bloodline meant it's that kind of thing. Then the question was, like, does reading this bit of text, including the French, like the Normans' perspective, change your perspective on who should have been, like, rightfully the heir to, you know, take charge of the, you know, whatever the fuck. And we're chatting about it. I'm like, let me read this to you, like, in its entirety, and then we can have a think. We start talking about how he stitches over his brother, so he's unreliable, how there's no guarantee that actually the pact he made was right, that he actually did agree to back his brother's claim to the throne, the Normans' ideals of, like, well, actually, when it comes to the bloodline, we're the rightful. We went through all of that, reasons why it might have changed his mind, what it might not have done, and he's kind of going, okay, yeah, like, good point, typing away. One finger at a fucking time. They're going to need to get better at that because that's just insufferable. But he's like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. We go to do the next bit of homework. It's like, I think it's maths or sustainability, whatever the fuck. So I need to open it up for him. I take the laptop, turn it around, and all he'd written was, no, it didn't. Brilliant. Yeah, no, glad we went through it, though. Glad I read it to you. Glad we talked about the points of, you know, the nuances of perspectives from the Normans, the Anglo-Saxons. And all, he's like, oh yeah, good point, yeah, old Tostic. And obviously, he sided with the rebels. He was quite a harsh ruler. And that's a really good point. No, it didn't. Next. Like, fucking motherfucker. So, yeah, they meant to about sustainability and sustainable wood, sustainable plastic, I guess. Sustainable wood. There's tablets for that. Yeah, like, I'm sitting there thinking. Like, you're going to have to start getting more computer savvy because you're going to have to learn how to Google or chat GPT, whatever the fuck, like, what is sustainable wood? And I'll enjoy the adverts. Sure, good excuse for them to be coming in. And yeah, they're going to have to get a bit better at it, essentially, because they leave it so late and they're not those kids that can leave it late like I used to, leave it late, but then just breeze it, or just not do it, but just breeze it. They will struggle, so they need to give themselves the time. But yeah, I'm sitting here helping him, and it's like, why am I doing this? I literally might as well be just shouting in a traffic cone covering some dog shit on the road. That can get clipped. And that brings us on nicely to our gimmick of the week, and it is an energy drink, and it's called Pussy. Pussy and rum. That's the writer of a real MC. How I've got more than one thing for that word. That's a Kano lyric from Free Wheels Up, I think. Underrated rapper. Let's not go there. Yeah, this is called Pussy, and it's actually I don't know how YouTube feels about that word. I can't have to keep beeping it. It's like cat. I don't know. The algorithm's gonna do what it needs to do. Okay, I'm not beeping them all out. It's what the drink's called. It's called Pussy. It's 98 calories, which, what's your excuse, fellas? A sparkling passion fruit and lychee flavoured energy drink. I've got to be honest, this does feel as though it's going to be biddy. Wouldn't walk around just holding the can because you look like a dickhead, but it's all dented as well. I think I dropped it. And ironically, it makes the can a bit of a pussy for being like... Yeah, lychee, I think is going to be quite tasty. Careful because of the focus, etc. That pussy actually doesn't taste that great. Okay, yep, this is going to be a carry-on fucking episode. It doesn't taste great. I've tasted worse pussy. It's in date, which... the gift that keeps on giving. How do you know I've got no real content to deliver today? Well, because I've used this as the gimmick today. Yeah, okay, the pussy tastes fine. It's not the best. Let's say it tastes a little bit more sour than I thought it might have done. Obviously, she was dancing all night. Fuck it, hell. By the way, the phrase, and it's disgusting, so I'm so sorry, and especially when I get to the feedback of my youngest listener. Disco minge, as a thing, the word in and of itself, hyphenated, counting as one word, is disgusting. Disco minge, by the way. If you don't know what that is, I mean, a lot of dancing, and then there's a, and it's just, it doesn't,
I promise, like, and even it's been a weird these past few months, and knowing that,
Anyway, so let's talk about this drink, Pussy, shall we? It tastes fine. It feels like the sort of can that you'd see in, them nightclubs that are just, you're not going to be open for very long, are you? Like, people are going to start suing you for the shoes that get stuck to your floor that they can't take home. Yeah, it tastes fine. Not as nice as I thought it might, to be honest. Right, anyway, listener feedback. I've got some. Because I have some of those, believe it or not. And you would believe it because you're one of them. Imagine you sat there going, bollocks. Well, I was chatting to one of mine, the guy who made me this, actually. This lovely little crocheted goblet coaster. And he was watching it with his wife, who also exists. I don't think she was as voluntarily there as he was. But I think I sent him my little short clip of the board game thing, which I guess I'll just put in here. You can enjoy that again. Well, would you rather play this game right now, be here in this moment, or would you rather go to the bollock squashing factory and book yourself in for the full fucking service? Definitely B. And I wouldn't have to go and do it because that's not the game. We're supposed to be having fun. But first of all, let's get into gaming with the family. Okay, so Emily's mum, it was her birthday, and she came for some dinner.
Nice seafood dinner.
And then the lads were like, can we play some board game? I was like, okay, fine. Let's keep it simple. We're going to start with green team wins. So to give you a quick rundown, don't worry, it's very, very simple. Or it's supposed to be. There's a question.
That's a good question.
It might be like, out of these three things, like, what's best? Tomato sauce, mayonnaise, brown sauce. And then you'd write on a board, and you want to be in the majority. If most people say tomato sauce, everyone that said that is in and gets a point. Sometimes it'll be just the word spice with a blank. So you might write Spice Girls or a type of spice. The third and final category is this or that. Get slapped in the face with a wet fish or a bag of dog shit. And then you choose. That should be as simple as it gets. There are 15 rounds, but then the 13th round comes up and everything's going okay until now. There's been some heinous decision making, but fine, it's down to opinion. But round 13, there's a sticking point. It's a this or that. And the this or that is say something really hilarious or say something really inspirational. Now, what you're probably thinking is, okay, so you choose. What would you rather? Say something really funny or say something that's really inspirational? And you'd write down one of those two options and we'd all have a look. The one who got the majority would collect some points, right? Because that's the game. But actually,
nope.
Apparently that's not as straightforward as all that, because then my wife went, so what? We have like, how are we all going to say the same thing? I'm like, well, what do you mean? You just like, what? She's like, how are we all going to say the same thing? You're trying to say the same thing. I'm like, well, yeah, that's been the case for the last 12 rounds. And she's like, what are the chances of us saying something like funny or inspirational, but it's the exact same? What do you mean? How?
What do you mean? How?
You haven't got to say something funny or inspirational. Just like you didn't have to actually get slapped with a wet fish or a bag of dog shit in round 9. What do you mean? She's like, oh, sorry, I thought you had to just say something like inspirational or hilarious. Oh, yeah, do you know what? I've checked the rules. You're right. Yeah, they are. It's just selecting which you'd prefer out of the two. But round 13, I missed that. Round 13, you've got to actually, like, it becomes fucking Amtram. Fucking whose line is it anyway? Yeah, you need to actually do it. And then when you've done your hilarious thing or your inspirational speech, we go, well, I mean, it's good. It weren't quite Robin Williams on golf or fucking Martin Luther King's I Had a Dream. We'll give you half a point. You didn't quite reach the fucking dizzy heights of Michael McIntyre, whoever the fuck. Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't the fucking King's speech, was it? So, yeah, give yourself half a mark. You just choose. Would you rather say something really funny or something really fucking inspirational? And then you learn it's genetic, because then there's a beat and then fucking Bill goes, I don't know anything that's that funny. No! We haven't got to say something funny! So then I go, oh, it's genetic then. Emily's mum's fucking laughing. Yeah, you're not immune, as we'll find out in a minute in the next game. What fucking... Right? So then, and then Ben goes... So like, but what would even be inspirational? No, you haven't got to say anything. Give me this or that. Would you rather play this game right now, be here in this moment, or would you rather go to the bollock squashing factory and book yourself in for the full fucking service? Definitely B. And I wouldn't have to go and do it because that's not the game. We're supposed to be having fun. But he replied, I'm old. I don't have TikTok. I did see it on my YouTube though. His wife was about, when I watched the episode, she was in a rage that it took you 12 minutes to get to the point about hair. And I'm like, amateur viewer, mate. Those are rookie numbers.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Because I think I said, oh, my hair's a bit short. Proceeded to take about 12 minutes to get to wha. And it's like, oh, she needs to just watch more. Because this is what we do, baby. Okay? It's not linear. It's got arcs. It's got twists. It's got M. Night Shyamalan type fucking, narrative features, twists. Oh, I look forward to watching it. Do you know which philosopher said that? It was Stuart Griffin. Yeah. He says, I'm trying to bait her with segments that I know will resonate with her, which he usually rants about the kids. And then I just sent him the sort of like condensed version. He said, I actually think she watched all of that episode apart from the memories. Rude, but fine. But yes, that's one bit of feedback. Yeah, infuriated. It took me so long to get to the point. That could literally just be the tag. And also, I have my world's youngest listener somewhere. There might be a picture, there might not. I've messaged the dad to be like, hey mate, would you mind? Yeah, a friend of mine had a baby, and that's obviously fucking always lovely and great news. I don't know, I've not read the literature about the developmental implications of putting on this podcast. The studies are inconclusive, they're still being conducted, but it can't be good, can it?
It can.
I know that most of it doesn't go in. I know that you can't physically watch it, but like something that, because there's that thing, I listened to a podcast about it, I'll talk about it. Oh God, it's on brand as well. This energy drink, pod, like a music pod that you like, basically a love egg, but it plays music for pregnant people to put the music into the baby. Like I guess you play Mozart or Chamillionaire, whatever's your flavour, and like it makes your baby smarter. Like I'm just saying, if that's out there, it can't be great. But RuMayoNation, I'm just saying there should be tests. Okay, because it could make them really, really smart. It could mean they never get to the fucking point, but toddlers never do anyway. So weirdly, it might like two negatives might cancel each other out. Thus, they become really succinct with their communication of information. Okay? And that's backed by scientists somewhere probably. As we've learnt in the past when I wrote my university dissertation, I could make up someone who's done the studies if you like. But yeah, so world youngest listener, welcome to the world. Welcome to the show. I hope obviously everyone's doing well in that one. And yeah, I am going to take 12 minutes to get to the fucking point. Deal with it. Right, that's the HR stuff sorted. What was it? So... what's next? I'm really not fond of this drink. I've got to be honest. Why am I drinking it out of a can? Do better. What was I talking about? So yeah, I didn't do a podcast last week. And at the end of last weekend, I kind of lined up Monday to be like a mental health day, which I've never actually taken. I've never taken it because I've never had a proper job. So, like, I don't know. You just feel like I'm really on the edge here of just like, you when you're really quick to emotions like anger, frustration, which is just another form of anger, irritating happiness, fury. And that's basically all I live on. That's the kind of gamut of my emotions. I'm either like annoyingly, obnoxiously hyper and happy or angry. I can't really convey any other emotions than that. But I was just feeling really on the edge of like, and like really aggy and like my OCD, like proper OCD, not just I need to have my pencils like proper, as in like I will go through a routine like 900 times before going to bed, like my door locking one that the regulars will know about. And then while doing, like, I have to watch my daughter, like, the gate get shut at her preschool. And I've explained it to the teacher now, who probably thinks I'm mental, because I was like, standing there. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, just making sure the padlock gets shut. And then I was explaining it to her, and I was like, because even though I'm seeing you do it, even then my brain on the way home will go, but was it the padlock you saw? Or was it actually a marshmallow padlock that was designed to look like one? Like, is this cake? Which is quite a popular thing now.
Bitch, is this cake?
I think, like, oh, maybe they've started doing that with padlocks, and then it's going to rain, and it will disintegrate the marshmallow padlock, and then my daughter will inexplicably open the gate and, I don't know, run to Cuba or some shit. So, like, and I was like, where I had my headphones on because I was going to the gym that morning. This was on the Friday. And then I was like, oh, when I was looking down at my phone, then I reckon I ran out. And then so it was getting like the red flags are there essentially. And I'm just feeling really tired, and like my throat was hurting, the acoustics weren't great. So it got to Sunday night, and I was like, okay, tomorrow I don't have to actually do anything yet. I need to paint some pitch lines. That was one of the things I needed to do, but that weren't going to be until Thursday. Obviously, we weren't recording my podcast Monday, so I was like, okay. I slept like shit. I've been sleeping like shit. So I'm going to drop my daughter off to preschool, then I'm going to get back in bed. I'm going to watch Vox Machina, which is like a Dungeons and Dragons animation from Critical Role's campaign 1. I'm fully nerding out there. Fine. And maybe try and fall asleep. But my brain just would fucking not let me. It kept going, well, you could do this, or you probably should go to the food shop, or, or like the worst part was, my brain was like, you should probably like at least admit it to your wife that that's what you're going to do. What do you mean admit it? Like, we need to talk. Just Monday morning, I had a nap. I know. But we can work through this, and I promise to do better. But I ended up voice noting my mate, and I don't know if I starred them in the end, actually. So, where is it? What day would it have been? It would have been on Monday, wouldn't it? Bear with me. Oh, it stopped doing the days. When was the 9th of October? What day was that on? If I click that on the map, does it give you the calendar? No. Oh, I've got a calendar there, though. Yes. Oh, I don't want to know what's new with the calendar. It's a calendar. Get some Right, so where it's synced up to my old iPad, every day it says get some headspace. It's like, I'm trying. I think I signed up very briefly to, I don't know whatever the fuck that app is. It might be called Headspace. I don't know. What day was it on the 13th? There it is, Monday. Now, hang on. I'm going to play them, and then I might have to vet them, but...
Morning, mates. Checking in, seeing how things are going. / vocalising this out loud because I'm doing my own head in. I am not doing a show this week, no podcast this week, because I'll do like pitch markings between us dentist and there's an open evening. So just a lot this
Obviously, I don't mention like the acoustics not being great and having a sore throat, etc. But we take that as read.
week, and yeah, I feel like not burnout because I'm actually really enjoying doing the podcast, but like I just want to give myself this time and not have it so balls to the wall this week. Now I have been sleeping like absolute fucking dog shit, including not getting to sleep till about 2:30 last night. So I'm fucking knackered.
Oh my god, we need to get into that as well. By the way, I'm gonna have to do the clip. Have you seen the guy with Tourette's? He keeps going. He's like he's not to do this, but he kind of does his weird like.
Doamne. Uite, nu cred.
Dar nu știu de ce nu vine, nu pot să mă opresc.
Bă, chemați...
Nu pot să mă opresc.
Băi, nu mai pot. Băi, nu mai pot. Nu mai pot. Băi, fraților, chemați salvarea, că nu mai pot. Un nou tic. Asta e un nou tic. Uite.
Nu mă pot opri, nu știu de ce.
Anyway, like, why did that happen? I can't remember. It's fine. Let's carry on.
Now, what I always do is I wake up and go, right,
When I wake up, right, carry on.
I'm gonna do nothing this morning, but also usually I've got to do a podcast, which means that I have to do so this morning. I don't have to do anything this morning, but now my brain is going, oh, but could you not be making better use of your time? Shouldn't you be making clips? Oh, you've not recorded your
By the way, not even paying attention to my own podcast. Anyway, carry on.
radio for the week, so it was scheduled yesterday, but it's scheduled now, so do it now. Blah, 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 blah. But I've told myself one morning, no, I think they're called them mental health days, but I'm going to have a mental health morning where I'm fine, I think, but I'm really fucking tired. So I'm just going to go back in bed, put on a TV show, and if I fall asleep, then so be it. Obviously, set an alarm, and if I fall asleep, then so.
Sage advice. I'm convicted. I've got my conviction. We're on. Mental health morning is a go.
So be it. But now my brain's going, no, you don't fucking do that, you piece of shit. Fucking what the fuck do you mean? How dare you think that's what that's what it's now doing. Money stuff's come up this morning between me and Em. Nothing major, but obviously now I'm doing everything. I go, how about I pay her money? That sounds good, does it? I'll pay her money.
Money's just a bit tight, as it always is. And I think Emily might have briefly mentioned, like, oh, sometimes you have them 5-week months, which I don't think this is, but there's been a few things that, by the way, I'm trying to talk better. I'm trying to talk more important. I'm trying to speak more properly, because there's someone on TikTok that I watch who just looks thick. Like, when she's like, yeah, anyway, so a month, and I'm like, oh my God, I talk like that. So I'm trying to put my THs in, but I get a bit overzealous with it. So sometimes I say, like, when it is, like, I can't find my phone, and I feel like a right twat, I can't find my phone.
Excuse me, Megan, that behaviour's unacceptable. I don't like it.
But anyway, okay, so I'm trying to do better with that, so I can't remember why I started saying this, but here we are.
Yeah, so I'm just putting this out loud into the universe via you to say I am going to go now back into my bed, and like, because I know my brain's a bit fucked and on the edge, because just what
I remember now, it's the money thing. So like, yeah, it's just been quite expensive, and like it just things a bit tight this month. But then, like, my wife would just casually mention that, just in sort of like, yeah, oh God, it's a bit tight this month. And then, because where I was at in that kind of brain space, my brain's like, oh my God, we're gonna be destitute. Like, okay, maybe, like, I just try and not have this, and maybe I could, like, I don't know, sell a kidney, or do you know what I mean? Like, your brain just starts spiraling and spinning, or maybe yours doesn't, but mine doesn't. That's why I needed to just get in bed.
Watch the gate get locked behind me. Even spoke to a lady doing it, because she's a parent of one of my players. And still my brain's going, oh, what if she snuck out and now she's at large and unsafe out of preschool? So I know my brain is being fucking like, and tiredness would have been part of that.
I think it's the medical term for it. Okay. Well, I just worry all the time. I get really, like, obsessive about things, and just my brain hypothesizes the worst possible outcomes in. Okay, yep. Don't always like it when doctors start searching things, because that happens quite a lot, an uncomfortable amount of times now. Oh, that's what it sounds like is a medical case of the. So yeah, I think that is actually the medical term.
So the weekend was pretty bullshit. Nothing major, but that wasn't a weekend. That was just another weekday that happens to be called Saturday and Sunday.
Preach, brother. Right? Do you ever have them? If you've got kids, the answer is yes, always. You don't have weekends anymore. You have weekdays that just get called Saturday and Sunday for a laugh. They cosplay as weekends, but really, they ain't weekends, all right? The week doesn't end It never ends.
Yeah. So I'm going to go and do that, force myself to do that. And I need to basically have a voice note message from you being like, you were right to do that. And then, yeah, I won't believe you. And then we carry on. So, yeah, I hope you're good. How are you?
I just need to tell you, I just need you to say, like, yeah, you do it, you're right. But then I'm going to still be like, oh, what the fuck does she know? Go do some star jumps in the garden. Right.
Oh, the other thing as well is I need bank card to help make the shop, like, cheaper because he owes M 45 quid. It's on his card. Can't fucking find it. And I've said to him, like, and again, that's where probably a bit of guilt's coming in. I'm not spending all my morning trying to find his bank card because he won't put it anywhere that makes any fucking sense to someone with more than 3 brain cells.
And that's just correct. But that's what I mean. I'm like, oh, I feel really guilty. I'm not going to spend my whole fucking morning. Like, what was that fucking game show that you used to watch as kids? I say you, like you absolutely did. Where you had to find stuff in the house. It was fucking Gabagoo. Now, what's it called? It was like... Oh, it was so good. Neil Buchanan. Why am I clicking? Neil Buchanan. Neil Buchanan from fucking... Neil Buchanan from Art Attack used to host it for a little while there. Neil Buchanan find stuff. Finders Keepers! That was Burke! Finders Keepers. And, oh, by the way, fucking hell, let me put this in here. I went out as David Seaman once, and you'll see why Keepers is like ping-pong ding-donged in my brain. I went out as David Seaman. The amount of trouble I got in that night out by just shouting "Keepers!" and jumping into like crowded dance floors, like scrambling to people's feet. But yeah, Finders Keepers. Remember, it was like a big house, and then like you had to find certain things, and like, oh, it was good. It was good, hearty TV. And do you know what? Speaking of hearty, me hearty. This is why I don't need this shit anymore. Gonna keep it just there. Didn't throw it that far deliberately. My daughter has finally started watching like what I'd say is like proper TUV, like proper kids TV, which is great. So she where the fuck's my garage band gone so I can keep an eye on the time? I don't need the calendar anymore. It's called Swashbuckle, and it's got a bit of that vibe, like there's games and like big foam things, and it's good. It's actually like, yeah, it's decent. Anyway, what am I talking about? Keepers, Finders, Keepers. Yeah, so now I feel guilty. I don't want to spend my whole morning. That was a planned mental health morning, basically playing adult version of Finders, Keepers. I don't mean adult in that I'm trying to find sex toys, but like, I don't want to like, do you know what I mean? And he's not going to put it anywhere logical, and it turns out it was in his school bag, so I could have never found it anyway. But yeah, I was going to wait for him to get home and then be like, mate, where's your bank card? Basically, we bought him some stuff. He can't transfer money with his bank card. He can only sort of withdraw cash or use it as a debit card. So I had to take it, but I need it and his PIN, obviously. So he's not responsible for the food shop. He's in year 7. He just owed us a bit of money, and obviously we went in to collect. And you know we don't want to have to break kneecaps, but you know.
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money?
So yeah, they had the usual shit this morning, obviously, and I gave.
By the way, if you're only listening to this, just know you're missing out on me doing some stupid like. What is it called? When you know, like religious people do the cross. I keep doing that all the time, making myself laugh, just so you're all in the loop.
I fucking got them Saturday night. They came in like condemned men because them told them like after they left it on Thursday, which I think are the voice notes above. Yeah, they fucking got it.
Oh my god! Like yeah, so on Thursday they go to their dad's and it's like a Rumspringa, right? They're like fucking. Do you know what I mean? Like you can like. There's no immediate punishment, and they're really fucking. We spoke about this season 1, I think. Like they'd know that on Thursdays they don't have, so they'd have 2 different chocolates. They'd have like a lunchtime sandwich. You know, packed lunch chocolate, like a little club bar. By the way, we're going to get into that as well. How about club bars and that not actually being chocolate bars anymore? They're chocolate flavoured because they don't actually contain enough chocolate to qualify as being chocolate. Are you fucking all right? So now we have inflation, shrinkflation, and then qualiflation, I guess? Take the fucking pissflation? Unbelievable, right? Okay, I need my digression pad. Yeah, we'll resume this anyway. But essentially, because they know they're going to get, where's a pen? Where they get away with like, no, yes, with the chocolate bar, they would like deliberately take their quote nice chocolate bar at like they'd have a nice one for after dinner. They would like manipulate it if they knew they were going to get in trouble. They would take their nice chocolate bar in for lunch, knowing that they could eat that at school, and then they only get then. Because one of the things when they were younger was, you being naughty, you won't have a chocolate bar after dinner. They'd put their better chocolate bar in their lunchbox so that they'd only lose out on a lesser chocolate bar. Which is, again, that is like the... I've always got to be careful to talk about these because, oh my God, what has happened here? So my mum used to work in a bakery and they used to have like there's a place in Bean called Bracken House where like people with like educational needs would live, and there was a couple of the people that lived there that worked in the cafe, in the bakery, and like they had like Down syndrome, some of them. And let me front load this. I did a few bits of work there as well. The fucking loveliest people going, by the way. Absolute delights, like fucking funny top people. But they are so actually, they're fucking snidey. Like they can be, because I think they kind of like they're not all they're careful. They're not, but they're capable of duplicity, right? Because they're actually a lot smarter than you think they are, than you might think they are. Careful, but like. You'd see them, says Uncle Terry, who was fucking so funny, he used to make me laugh all the time. Like, sweetest people in the fucking world as well, by the way. Like, when me and my wife were, like, discussing having a child, obviously, technically, my wife being a geriatric parent, we've been there before, the risk of things like Down syndrome went up. And we had the conversation, like, should we do the tests? You know, I'm just saying there should be tests. And we were just like, no. Like, because if it was to be a Down, like, well, we're not going to love it. Of course we fucking are. And actually, I was like, I'm sure there's more serious aspects to it than all this, but you basically just get an oversized child for a bit longer. Like, you know, you've got somebody who's just going to be always just like, again, even positive generalizations, I guess, get criticized. They typically are just the fucking sweetest people in the world, right? They just take joy in the most simple things, and right, but they can be. Don't want to be one of these right now. They can be quite snidey because they have that capacity, right? And the way that they used to be, it was so funny. You'd see them walking in, because I lived on the estate, you'd see them walk into work and you would not see something move slower in your fucking life, right? And they're just sort of trudging along and they're really slow. And then at work, as in moving, and like they're just, and then they get there and they're a bit late and they're a bit like, you know, I'm not going to do impressions, obviously. But like, and then, you know, throughout the day, they're helpful, but like, do you know what I mean? They're doing what I do, half-assing it entirely, because I don't want to fucking be here, mate. But then you see them, and there's about, say they finish at 2:45, you'd see them at about 2:30. All of a sudden, they're just always glancing the clock, right? Glancing the clock. And if they got work, they were taking an age over, but they know they've got to get it done before they can leave. They just move that bit quicker. And then, literally, all day, they've been quite like a bit like spaced out, like 2:45. Anyway, swabby off, coat on, hat on, fucking whoom, out the fucking door, like, whoosh, gone. That's so fucking funny. Why did that come up? I can't remember. That's a fucking good question. Good question.
That's a good question.
Oh my god, there's no way I'm getting back. Finders keepers, now that's too far. Oh god, no.
No.
This is where I need a team around me to be like, you were vaguely talking about this. Kids TV. No, we've gone. Oh, pardon me. Fucking hell, I just have to sit here and think about what I've done, really. Pussy and... No, for God's sake. Right, come on, Dan, you were here. You were there. Because it can be... No, why... I don't understand. I don't understand where I could have... Like, how I could have got to where I am. Chocolate bars. We're getting there. Chocolate bars. Because children can be snidey too. Oh, my God, I'm good. Shouldn't be required. Yeah. But yeah, so they... would deliberately kind of, zhuzh the chocolate to have the lesser punishment, but that's always kind of carried through. And then it was Thursday, right, I was looking for a pen. That's what I was doing. This is what I'm talking about, baby. Glad that mental health morning has really made a difference, thanks. I'm going to use a pencil. Clubs, we're going to go there. Chocolate in brackets. Chocolate flavour, really. Chocolate, I'm not writing the word chocolate, but it looks enough like chocolate. It probably doesn't, and therefore I look at it and go, what are these hieroglyphs? What could they possibly mean? But yeah, so Thursday morning? Maybe Wednesday evening. Either way, I went in to their room and I was like, lads, like, you need to sort your shit, basically. Like, that was it. They had like a half day. They had a half day because it was parents' evening. So then they came back, and normally their dad picks them up, but he didn't know. So then, like, they came home and then he picked them up at the normal time. But their room was a bit of a shithole. So Bill was like, I want to go out and play football with my mates. But that's fine, but you need to just tidy up a little bit, because obviously you go to your dad's and, you know, you can't leave it like this, including a load of rubber crumb that was on the floor.
Babe, don't get the black bits everywhere.
You don't know me by now.
The other one, Ben, his half of the room was just a fucking tip. I was like, mate, there's loads of clothes everywhere. You need to sort that out as well, please. He weren't going out. So, okay, well, you got more time to do that. I want you to do that before you go out. Anyway, I'm busy doing other shit. And then they leave, blah, blah, blah. I go into their room, and Bill... Okay, so Ben has picked up not a single item of clothing the whole time, which is basically sat on his phone. And then Bill had gone out, and I was like, did you get... Yeah, I did it. Went up there, and he had done nothing. And as for the rubber crumb, he just put a cushion over it. Like, I'm going to go, but I swear there was rubber crumb there, but it must have just been a cushion the whole time. Like, no, so it felt to me like they take the piss there, and it's like, no, that's not acceptable.
Megan.
So when they come back on Saturday, like my wife had already given them, by the way, like Dan's not massively impressed with you two at the minute, so they came in a bit like condemned men, like, oh, we're gonna have to fucking get a bit here. And it's like, yeah, you are gonna get a bit of the hairdryer treatment.
So you little cunt, when I tell you to do something, and you fucking big cunt, when I tell you to do something, do it. And if you come back at me, we'll have a fucking right sort out here. Alright? And you can pair up if you like, and you can fucking pick someone else to help you, and you can bring your fucking dinner. Because by the time I'm finished with you, you'll fucking need it. Do you fucking hear what I'm saying or not? You see me in the morning.
Because it's kind of just a whole like, look lads, the amount of shit I do for you, like, don't fucking do me like that. Like, mutual respect is a must, otherwise there's nothing to build upon. Like, and trust, because I trusted you would do that, and you told me you had, and I believed you. So it's like, if we don't have honesty, we don't have anything, right? So, yeah, they got a bit. Like, I did go ballistic at them. We're going to finish off the voice note. We're going to get into clubs, and basically it's just... right, okay, because we will forget. Chocolate flavoured bar news. Which one do we give a click to? The Guardian, I guess. By the way, the Green Party are spitting fire at the minute. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, look away now. Club and Penguins are now chocolate flavour after owner McVitie's. Where did that come from? Who's called McVitie's? Doesn't matter. Cuts cocoa content amid soaring prices. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, all right. Is there anything worse? There are probably loads of things worse. Famine, for example. Then, like the headline, the first line of an article basically just being the headline written again. Blah, blah, blah. The two snacks both made by McVitie's. This is Penguins and clubs have changed their recipes earlier this year amid soaring cocoa prices, which have prompted manufacturers to try a number of different tactics to keep the prices down. Clubs and Penguins can no longer be described as chocolate biscuits as they contain more palm oil and shea oil. Shea, who knows? Ketchup. Then cocoa, as first reported by the trade journal The Grocer. They made some changes. Now they're basically, crab sticks do not actually contain crab. I know this is very Partridge, but that's fucking BS, man.
Sweating is horseshit.
What the fuck are we doing here? You've already shrunk all the fucking food down. It already costs loads more. And I'm so neurotic, man. Like, I buy like a pack of chocolate bars from Aldi, and there's like, oh, there's one less now, but it's 10p more, yeah. And it fucks me off. It's bullshit. It's already gone like basically wafer fucking thin layer of chocolate. Now it's just wafer thin layer of fucking like some sort of chocolate substitute. Are you taking the fucking piss, mate? Yeah, I don't buy the official brand anyway because I'm hipster like that. What the fuck would Aldi call clubs? Groups. Societies. I'll get a society bar. Penguins. Pengheng! Oh, my daughter says that if you ever mention penguin. Pengheng! Pengheng! Oh, brilliant. She's going to get all of my shit. What do they call penguins? Well, I think they call them seals, don't they? Which is, Baby! Kissed by the rose on the thing. Ooh. Too good for Batman, that song was. Anyway. I could be snidey too. Right, anyway. So let's continue with the mental health morning. I'm running out of drink here. I need to get some more pussy.
Not that they got it and took it on board because nothing's changed, but at least I got to fucking let them have it a little bit.
Fact, by the way, they give it the whole like, yeah, now you are right, that's out of order. The equivalent of the homework. And upon hearing this, has it made a difference how you feel? No, it hasn't. Fuck you then.
Fuck you.
Right, okay.
As I say, yeah, my brain's going to find the bank card, do radio. It's like, no, fuck off, because I know that I'll be better off for it if I go and have a fucking chill now. Then I can get productive this afternoon. And if I have to do some radio this evening, fucking, I'll do it then, whatever. After training, whatever it needs.
Fucking do it live!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Needs, but it will get
fucking
done.
Thing.
It will get done. But yes, cool. All right, sweet. I'm actually just having conflict with myself right now. Like, oh, is the door locked? Yeah, you just fucking checked it again, you dick. So, yeah, going well. Now my brain's going to at least get 7,000 steps then. It's like, okay, I've got 3,000. So it's like, yeah, we'll do another 4. Like, what the fuck, man? But all these are indicators I need to do what I'm planning to do, and that is what I'm doing now, okay? Okay, good night.
Good night. Yeah, not good night, because there's 2 more. But, like, yeah, so I try and do 15,000 steps a day, 15 to 20,000 steps a day. Like, it just helps me. I get, like, lecky leg, I call it, like restless leg. And, like, by walking, it kind of reduces the chances of that happening later on. If I read stuff, I pace, it helps me concentrate. Oh, I can't wait for these meds to come. I can't wait for legalised methamphetamines. Oh, by the way, Green Party want to legalise and regulate all drugs, okay? And that, therefore, here's me vote. See Portugal, it just works. We're not going to get into it now. Yeah, but then I try and chunk it into the day, like the dog walks about this many, And then my brain's going, well, I know you want to chill, but just get 7,000 steps. That's indoors, by the way, 32 steps there and back, front door to back door, and I would just keep going. Sometimes I'll walk 7 kilometres without leaving the house, which is insane. Fine. But again, see above, all right? I can be snidey. And I can be snidey.
My brain's now going, she needs wellies, or it's raining, she ain't got any wellies, she just bought wellies ages ago, and probably needs new trainers at some point. Why don't you go to town and do that? Fucking hell. This is the unseen side of like, it's always so fun, and no, it isn't, okay? It's bullshit. Realised the remote fell down the crack of the bed last night. That's annoying. And again, now my brain's going, but it's a sign that you should be getting in bed at all and watching the telly. What the fuck, Nick? What the fuck?
So now I'm basically carrying on like someone who believes in horoscopes and shit. Like, the universe has a plan. The fact my Fire Stick remote has gone down the side of mine bed means that is a clear message from the universe. I'm not to relax this morning. Ridiculous. And yeah, she does need new wellies. Still ain't got them. Okay, fine. Fuck you. Fuck you.
And now my brain's saying, well, like, at least admit it to Emily. Like, at least tell her you're doing that right now, because otherwise you're being a prick. And it's like, no, I don't think I do need to do that, actually. So that will just pile guilt on, because I know Emma will go, yeah, that's fine. But then my brain will go, what does she mean by fine? Yeah. Woo! This is fucking great, isn't it? Living the dream.
But literally that. I'll go to Em, I'm going to just maybe like have a little nap, because I'm just... And she'll go, yeah, that... And I'll be like, I don't know, just the way she said, yeah, I feel like that's probably grounds for divorce. Yeah, fucking hell. Anyway... Now, I don't know if I'll play the next voice note because it is fully... Do you know, you got to own it, okay? This is me. This is me. Okay, this, again, it just kind of shows where I'm at a minute. And positive spin, I managed to find an emotion that's not just fucking irritating joy or blind rage.
Well, I achieved it. I managed to have a nearly 2-hour sleep, which... I also fucked after I wake up from a nap.
That's true, by the way. If I have a nap, I wake up, my brain's like, what the fuck? Why? What are you doing? Like, I thought we were going to sleep. Why are we awake again? Why? I just feel fucking like dog shit. But anyway, naps are a myth.
My brain switched into a time when I last had a sleep in the morning, and it was when Libertine was a little baby. And, like, I'm still not out of it just yet. Fucking hell, my brain is clearly right on the fucking edge of the minute. I'm so emotional about everything. I'm quick to any kind of extreme emotion. But my brain went, right, better get Libs then. And then I went to go upstairs to get her. It's like, nope, she's at preschool. And, like, genuinely, I nearly fucking cried. Like, I'm still there now.
What a fucking pussy! Carry on. You're allowed to cry, okay? Boys get sad too, but also fuck off with them hoodies, okay? And I'm not even going to go there, but fuck off with those hoodies. Anyway.
Can you hear my voice?
Aware that I'm the key reason that those hoodies probably exist. Fine. But still fuck off with them anyway.
Will you please just fucking fuck off?
Put them on backwards. Put the hood up. No.
Fuck me. Oh, jeez. Fucking Jesus. Like, fucking... It's crazy, isn't it? Because... It was so hard, and life is still fucking difficult now. But what I'd give for one more day of her that small, anywhere between fucking 0 weeks and whatever should have been when she...
I think 0 weeks is a bit extreme. That was actually really quite fucking stressful. Just a month and onwards. When the black slime shit stopped. Probably anywhere from there, all right?
She was actually having an afternoon nap. Or a midday nap, or whatever the fuck it'd be.
Why do I feel the need to clarify that then? Because I realise I've said afternoon nap, but actually my nap was in the morning. And it doesn't matter for the grand scheme. I think the point, it is irrelevant. I've got, well, I'll be on morning nap or whatever the fuck. Like, what? It's not like I should have heard that whole thing and gone, afternoon nap? What the fuck is he talking? She would have got it, but I'm like, morning or kind of like late morning. What, you know, I mean, it was sort of post fucking The Right Show and pre fucking Homes Under the Hammer. Irrelevant detail, but my brain's like, oh, get that right, dickhead. This is why you shouldn't have naps. Go do some star jumps.
right, got to go collect her and make it look like I've not just been asleep all morning because, you know, or that I've just been fucking crying about a hypothetical. So, yeah, fucking hell. My brain is very much on a bit of an edge at the minute. That's quite apparent. But all is fine. I know those 12 sleep will pay dividends later. For show.
For show.
Also, why do I need to go to the preschool to pick her up and pretend like I've not just had a nap this morning? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're going to go, oh, hello, Mr. Mayo. Like, they never formally greet me like that. I don't know why. But, and then they go, oh, sorry, you're not taking video, are you? Oh, sorry, you're not just doing callback. Oh, you didn't just have a nap, did you? You didn't just get in bed and watch Vox Machina, did you? Lock the gates. Just, if you could just take 3 steps back. Lock the gates, barricaded, call social services. He had a nap this morning. We can't trust her into his care. Yeah, why? I'm like, oh no, they can't know that, like, yeah, ridiculous. So yeah, that was my mental health morning. And as you can tell from this podcast, it's really made a big difference. Right, anyway. Fucking hell. Right. That went on longer than I thought. Yeah, I was supposed to paint pictures. I paint pictures. They're actually all right. I tried to not shit myself the whole way through. I did a video about it. I'll put it in here and explain quite succinctly, to be honest. One of them days today, people. Like, I've got to paint some pitch lines for the football team that I coach. And I've had an energy drink to give me a bit of chutzpah. And now, of course, I need a shit, yeah. I've come to, like, the local club where all the paint and stuff is stored. And the main building's, well, locked. But, like, I was trying to find a way in. And then I see there's a thing going on. But then as I peek through, I see someone like crushing some shit up with a pestle and mortar. I think that's what it's called. You know, the sort of stone bowl and the stone stick. And then there's loads of people just laid down. So there's either like a cult suicide going down, which I wouldn't want to interrupt for, my shitting needs. Or I'm guessing yoga and also see above. I don't know how great it'd be for the sort of ambiance they're trying to create if I'm like, sorry guys, namaste, etc. It's just I'm fucking clinging on here. I'm turtling. So yeah, we're going raw. We're going raw, baby. And we'll see how we get on. I have got some dog shit bags in my pocket from this morning, so we're covered. Bases are covered. Again, I'll report back. Okay, it's not been very long at all, hence me being in the same place still, and I've just picked up a heavy tub of paint and ripped one that sounds like a fucking chainsaw starting up. It's not looking good, Brev. I did drive past a couple of pubs thinking, maybe I could just sort of swan in there and quickly, but like, none of them are open. Like, when did alcoholics stop taking themselves fucking seriously? The game's gone. Although it's probably more that I've moved into quite an affluent area, so there isn't like a Weatherspoons about, which is a travesty, truth be told. But yeah, more updates to come, I'm sure. Okay, I might have seen the light. There could be a solution. I've got to walk past this to get to the pitches. Now I'm full Charlie and Nicholas. I'm sitting there thinking, like, surely, if anyone's going to see cause to help a fellow man, do you know what I mean? Knock on the door, be like, all right, is there a man in the cloth I could talk to about me fucking touching cloth? Please clean up after your dog, or yourself, whichever applies. Okay, update. Not shat myself. Yes, I've changed my jumper because this is the slightly shitter jumper of the 2 that I had in the car. But I'll tell you what has done my Swede in a little bit. A dog walker walking her dog. And I'm going to rival it for shit space on this field. That goes without saying. But she was like, could you not do this at a more convenient time? Because what if my dog gets paint on its paws? And I'm sitting there thinking, do you know what? You're absolutely right. What I should do is, rather than doing it at, 11:30 on a Thursday morning, what I should probably do is wait until around midnight when it's pitch black and just fucking have my best guess. Like, lady, this isn't floodlit. I'm following lines that are already down on the field. I'm not fucking Rain Man. I can't just knock up pictures from my own imagination. So I could do that. Or you could just keep your dog on the lead while you're near the bit that I'm painting. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I am nearly done. And so far, the pitch lines are looking quite good. The skid lines, crucially, are non-existent. All done. 0 by Shart. 1-0 Mayo. Right, cool. And then to come out of it, like, the dog walker, like, fucking honestly, love, I'll do me a favour. What do you mean, a more appropriate time? You are right. And what with the lighthouse they've recently installed, I can just do it in pitch black if I just wait for the light to get the right angle for me to do that next 2 metres of line. Fucking hell. We won our game on the weekend. I can't really get into it, but the other manager, I don't know, like, tried to, I guess, intimidate me at the end. Like, like Conte, Tuchel, like, the handshake, they didn't quite let you. It kind of gave me a bit of a pull about and went, oh, sorry, mate. And I was like, I'm not going to get into it. Do you know what I mean? It's under 13s football.
Fucking calm down, Greg. It's soccer. It's soccer.
We won, okay? And it was a pretty closely matched game. I think we deserved to win. But yeah, my brain's going for all because again I've got things for handshakes through the file going, oh yeah, so we've got obviously the two called Conte, we've also got the Frotch Grove, we can all pull a bat.
What are you doing? We can all pull a bat a little bit. Do you want to pull a bat? Have a little pull and a push.
So my brain keeps saying that, we can all pull a bat to myself, so that's good. And then every handshake I did, my mate had these girls one first birthday, and then they asked how the football went because I was still in my football gear, and I said about the end, and then like, obviously every handshake from then on when I left, it was like, we can all pull a bat, like silly. That's how things become things, okay, with lads. One stupid moment becomes just a thing forever.
A good idea is a good idea forever.
And it's probably me that steers it. Fine. How about me having to live like an Amish, by the way? So, there's a letter that's gone about to some and not others, basically from the electric company being like, oh, by the way, Wednesday, you better take up fucking cross-stitch or butter churning because you're going to have no fucking electricity. So, from the 22nd of October, from 8:30am to 4 o'clock, advance notice of planned power cut affecting your property. Again, we didn't get this letter yet. Why do we temporarily need to switch off your electricity? So we can provide you with a safe and reliable electricity supply. Well, it's not very reliable if it fucking turns off for a whole day, is it? It's important that certain routine checks and maintenance of work are carried out. This means your electricity will be turned off at the above time. We understand it's not ideal. Yeah, a little bit. Sorry for the inconvenience. You're not. But these works are vital to ensure a reliable supply of electricity delivered to your property. Switching your electricity off for this period also ensures the safety of both the public and our engineers working on the site. That's fine. But also, what the fuck am I going to do all day? Because my wife's like, well, can't you just like go work at my mum's? I'm like, but I need to take my computer to do the editing. I'm not going to lug the whole fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? And it might be like rolling power cuts, but it might as well not work at that point. Do you know what I mean? If every sort of like you're working and the whole time, you know, it could just. So I've got to download some shit. I can play, you know, I'm going to walk the dog. I'm going to jig the gym days and go to the gym and stuff. I guess just keep the fridge and freezer shut because that's all it like. Again, like we've been here before, but we kind of need it. But I'm going to have to download stuff to watch. But I'm so bad at deciding what to watch. This is like the fucking most intense version of though because you've got to choose and that's it. Charge your iPad up, download some stuff, and there'll be no other option. I can't pull out and go, I don't really fancy it actually. Like, no, it's a big decision. So what I'm going to likely end up doing is decide on nothing, and I'm going to walk about half a marathon just from door to door. That's probably what's going to happen, okay? I mean, I could just have a mental health day, but we've seen how they fucking go. But yeah, I'm going to maybe just hit up Ezekiel and the boys and see if there's a fucking barn that needs erecting. Ooh, Right, what's next on the docket? Oh yeah, maybe I'll talk about it more next week. I want to go to Bletchley Park and I'm going to try and use my minor celebrity in that I do that drive time show for Milton Keynes radio station to get some money off because I listened to a short history of head slipping.
Is put in place a system of
head slipping?
The Bletchley Park thing. And then I was like, oh, I want to go there. I went when I was like 10, but it's cheaper if you live in a certain radius, but my postcode is like the one postcode it doesn't apply to. I'm more than 10 miles away now. It didn't used to be, but yeah, I'm going to try and use some minor celebrity to get it a bit cheaper because it's like, well, if you're that successful, the show's that good, then why the fuck do you need the discount? Because club bars are fucking taking the piss, mate, mostly. Makes you wonder why we even bothered winning the war. But yeah, I might have to give it the whole like, hey, I'm going to talk about Bletchley Park one way or another on my show. Now, it could be a good conversation about Bletchley Park, or I could, I mean, what could I really do? No one listens to me. I'm a fucking idiot. But anyway, iPod. I went to pick my daughter up from her nan's because her nan collected her from preschool one day when I was doing the pitch markings. But then on the way home, I realised, shit, I've not brought her a tablet, so she's got nothing to watch anything on, and we're at like peak, she's going to fall asleep territory, which is just, I think at her age now, it would be catastrophic, but it wouldn't be ideal. So I was like, oh shit, she's going to have to just watch something on my phone. But then I'm like, what the fuck am I going to listen to? Because, like, do you know what I mean? I can't do star jumps while driving. So I have an iPod, and it was in the glove box. And when my car's that bit older, it's got like a direct plug-in to the car, and you can then the fucking bangers on that iPod. Oh my god, I was off and away. Arctic Monkeys B-sides, acoustic covers of things, like so many good tunes, man. And I was loving it. She fell asleep regardless. Could have just listened to it on my phone, but I'm glad I didn't. I was like, this is a losing battle. I looked at the back. She's like fucking Pete Doherty, mate. She's like, eyes all over the gaff. I was like, all right, she's just going to have to fall asleep here. But then when I unplugged my iPod when I parked up, it's kind of not got enough juice to just use it normally, but like it holds enough battery for just a little while when you unplug it. Because where it's plugged into the car, it keeps it powered up. And just spinning the fucking wheel. And oh man, you go, these were so good. These are so good. But then I was driving to football with the lads yesterday, and I was like trying to tell them about it, and they didn't care, but fuck it, they're going to hear it anyway. Just like this podcast. I mean, they don't listen to this, obviously, because it's really bad for children. So think about it. But I was like, do you know what? If I was saying iPod to you, do you know what one of them is? And they were like, nah. I was like, an iPod? Oh, actually, it's something that like goes in your eye. I'm like, no, it's not like that eye. It's like eye as in like iPhone. Oh, okay, right. Some sort of like an ear pod. I'm like, no, you listen to stuff on it, and then they're like, don't know. And I was like, it's kind of like an MP3 player. It's got like and they're like, oh, what? So what do you like plug it into your car? I'm like, well, yeah, like I do, but that's not what they originally. You have to like plug headphones in. They're like, plug headphones in. I'm like, yeah, like wired headphones. And they're like, I might as well just gone like, I just remembered I dreamt that I spoke French to someone last night. I can't speak French. Doesn't matter. My brain's so weird. And they were like, why? I was like, yeah, like you have to like, and you have your tunes on there and stuff like that. And they just couldn't. They were like, what? But you put like a tape in it. I'm like, no, it's not a tape cassette player. It's an iPod. Like, weren't that old? Like, did you know what I was like, yeah, I was around with tapes, but I was more sort of CD, Walkman, you know, the anti-shock ones that you could, quote, run in, could you fucking buzz? But yeah, they were like so confused. What, so like you sort of plugged it into your phone? I'm like, no, like it was just a standalone thing. You used to play music. I was like, I think people might still use them. The original ones went for crazy money. Like, I'll still go for crazy money. Because, like, the battery lasts for ages. Like, you know, and like, really? I'm like, yeah. Like, how? Because there's not all the other shit on it. But fuck me. You know when you feel like you're explaining, like, I feel like I was explaining virtual reality headsets, like an Oculus Quest to a Victorian chimney sweep. Like, and it was my first moment of being like, oh my fucking God. Like, I'm actually old as shit now. But my God, the iPod was good. It almost makes me want to go in my car just to listen to it. Just roll back the years. I'm 17, just go in your car for a laugh. You can't do that anymore. Not with the petrol prices, what they are. But yeah, fucking hell, explaining that to them. Because I remember teaching a lesson once, and it was a fitness lesson, so some music, it was a CD player, and watching kids just sort of poke and jab at it, like, well, does this? And it's like, oh my God. They're like pressing the thing, and they're like tape cassette bits are opening up because it's like an old boom box. And I guess I'm part of that now because there's no electricity on Wednesday, and I'm already thinking about like maybe procuring a hoop and stick for some entertainment. So yeah, fucking hell. Just sort of what's the like what you put? Oh man, but it's so good. I was like, oh, and there's this like, I'm gonna show them actually. Like, just put it in their hand. Do you see people do that? Don't they? Like hand old Nokia 3310s or whatever the fuck 3210s and go right, go on then, and they just don't know what they're doing with it. I don't know what to do. And I'm going to see how they get on. Oh, man, just swiping around the wheel. They're so good. And I was trying to explain to them, like, the whole thing was Steve Jobs was like, oh, you know that little pocket in your jeans? We finally found out what it's for. And then, like, it slipped in there and it fit. And everyone, like, lost their fucking minds. Because back then it was all about making it as small as possible, right? And then that became less impressive. And then it became bigger because you could have a better screen and shit. I'm aware it's like trying to explain the atom splitter to fucking Thrunk the caveman. Hadron Collider, is it called, I think. But yeah, anyway. Let's get a couple more of Austin's questions, shall we? Right, so we got to here, didn't we? Biggest thrill in life, we did that. Favourite athlete myself, television show, favourite movie, In Cold Blood, because he answered that one earnestly, didn't he? Been born without a heart, right? We ended on being... If you could change one thing, what would it be? I'd have been born without a heart. What? Favourite cartoon character, Shawn Michaels, who's just another wrestler, so a bit of a rib there. Favourite actor, Yul Brynner, even though he tried to steal my look. Yul Brynner? Basinger? Yul. My brother used to call me Yul because he couldn't say Daniel. So he'd be like, Mom, Yul's crying.
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again? Do you have time?
Okay. Okay, he's in The Magnificent Seven, The King and I, The Ten Commandments, the original Westworld, Solomon and Sheba. I mean, he's got a bald head. I don't think we can accuse him of stealing Stone Cold's look. He's probably joking. Favourite actress, the original one that got my attention. Get their attention.
I got his attention. Get their attention.
I don't have any favourite actresses. Chicks can't act worth a spit. Like, what do you mean? Like, now, you know, women can't act. Well, every film has to have some, well, I mean, they don't have to, but most films have women in it. Otherwise, the world would be quite weird. Favourite food, anything raw and bloody and hard to chew. There's a very obvious cock-sucking joke there that I'm going to leave. Anything raw and bloody and hard to chew. Okay. Favourite fast food. I don't eat fast. Stone Cold eats slow and methodical. What I'm waiting for is the next question he answers really earnestly. Best advice ever received. When I told myself to stop being a candy ass and start kicking people's butts. Okay. Everyone has that moment. Like when I was having mental health morning, to be fair, I had that moment. I think it comes in everyone's life eventually where you go, I really need to stop being a candy ass and just start kicking people's butts. Where the fuck has my garage band gone again? It keeps not hiding in the back there. Ooh. Special talent. I can plant a man's head where the sun doesn't shine. How's that for a talent, son? Oh, he's going to start kicking butts again after his little self-pep talk. Hobbies. Driving around in my car while laughing at the homeless people. What the fuck? And the 9-to-5 working class bums. That's both ends of the spectrum, Steve. That's just... Ha! Look at that dickhead of his job. Ha! Look at that dickhead who don't have a job and therefore doesn't have a home. Like, pick one. Driving around in my car while laughing at the homeless people. Like, what did they do? Like, fuck me. Right, again, little pep talk today. Stop being a candy ass. Start kicking people's butts. Oh, Yul Brynner, he's a really good actor, isn't he? Oh, I'll tell you what film was good. Fucking Point Break, whatever it was he said was his fucking favourite film. And he's like, right, anyway, I've looked at myself in the mirror. I've terrified myself. Right, I'm a bit annoyed that I've been born with a heart, but that's fine. Just a quick reminder that chicks can't act worth a spit. Anyway, off I go to see my favourite cartoon character, Shawn Michaels, and put his head up his own arse. Ha ha! Look at that fucking homeless geezer. Ha! Like, fucking... That's so weird, but also the sensibilities of that time to not have the interviewer go, do you want us to put that? Do you just go around laughing at homeless people? Like, oh yeah, you're right, that's out of order. And stupid cunts who work 9-to-5s as well. I guess that makes it somewhat better. You could just then, right, just laugh at everyone else. Fucking hell. All right, Steve. Favourite video? I wonder, like, I wouldn't give a fuck, would he? Favourite, and nor should he. Jesus Christ. Things you say in the past. I say stupid shit all the time, and it's all catalogued. So, favourite video game? I don't have time to play with no stupid Donkey Kong when there are real loads of expletives. Let's say when there are real that are waiting to be kicked around. Okay? He understands that, like, you don't kick Donkey Kong around. Like, that's not the game. Like, not every game manifests in like, oh, I played this new Sonic game. Oh, so what's that then? It's just Sonic and you just sort of kick him around, do you? Yeah, mostly. Okay, yeah. He doesn't play video games because he's too busy kicking ass. So yeah, there you go. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hater of the homeless. Yeah? Fucking hell. Now we know how Stone Cold Steve Austin feels about the homeless. And the people who work jobs. Right, favourite memories and we get out of here. Diddly diddly dee dee. Oh, good. I asked Matey with his baby if I can, like, share that picture. He said, fucking right, you can, which is cool, because, yeah, I was just checking, because I asked, obviously, how are things going? Oh, good. He's, yes, the right kind of parent, man. You can use anything, pal. He won't look like that forever. It's a fair point. And, you know, there's greater issues at hand if that was the case. If it's like, yeah, I mean, like, he still looks like a newborn baby. He's 18, yes. But more seriously, he was put on a podcast that not many people listen to. Yeah, that's great. Okay, cool. Adorable, by the way. The baby. It's called Blue, which, like, not the first person I've known to be called Blue, by the way.
You're my boy, Blue!
But my mate's an Everton fan.
Up the toffees.
So, yeah, it's just good, isn't it? Like, it's also good because I was one of the first of my mates to have a baby, which is crazy. I also took on 2 children as stepchildren, but then I was the first one of the first to have a baby, which, by the way, no one would have called that. But when my mate's now having them, I'm kind of a bit, it's like, oh, that's great. It is the best, like I said in that voice note, I would do anything for another day of her being like a little baby. I would, and I'm not going to be full fucking about it, but I would. It's the best thing you can ever do. It's the hardest thing, but the best thing. But also, I'm kind of like, yeah, your turn, motherfuckers. Now you'll finally get it. While I'm so fucking wired all the time. When I was at that gig, and it's like, oh, hands, have you actually had work today? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Okay, because I know now. The other day, he voiced up going, oh, I wish I could watch fucking shit on Netflix or find time to video games. I'm like, yeah, man, bullshit, innit? The game's rigged. Why don't you enjoy a nice club fucking chocolate flavoured bar? And my wife's yoga has been cancelled, but she's not bothered because she didn't want to go anyway. Yeah, face memories. What we're doing? Go to my memory. And judge myself accordingly, and then we'll get out of here. Been distracted. Major internet outage has taken out half the internet. Okay. How will people argue about stupid shit? Memories, all alone in the moonlight. 3 years ago, comedy can be an absolute bin fire at times, but I've had loads of messages of support, well wishes, people checking in both ahead of and after my return to it, which means a lot. It was good to be back, and I think I did alright up there. Right, back to being an arsehole. Suck your mudders. home ec equals comedy for all you thickos. And then it's, I'll give home ec another shot. Briefly back into stand-up. I want to go back in there. I weren't ready. Not in any kind of way. I just logistically, you have to be consistent. You have to be all in. I couldn't be in, therefore I'm not going to clog up spots for one or waste my own time. 4 years ago, no lunchbox, same child, streak ruined, sick of it. Fuck me. Kept forgetting their lunchboxes. Think I spoke about this in an episode maybe a year ago, so I won't go there. But Jesus, man, it was insane. Me doing a gig. Me in the tea room of my first radio station I worked for. Arsenal stuff, football stuff. Baseball stuff! 11 years ago today, I swear to God, I lose my wallet once every time I want to go somewhere. Yes, I still do. Luckily, it's on my phone now. 12 years ago, I've never seen someone look so hungover in my life. It could be terminal, my mate Vickers. I think that was the night I had to cut him out of his jeans because he was that pissed. And then he said the words, and it lives in infamy, sorry about my penis. I guess I was like undressing him. Why did I have to cut them? I don't think I could get his boots off. I was fucked up as well, but I was like, I'm going to have to just cut him, mate. And he's like, yeah, do it. And then because I pulled down from the top, and then God. So I pulled down from the top, and I thought, this pussy tastes horrible, so let's try something raw and bloody and hard to chew. Hey, Steve, laugh at some homeless people on the way home. Ironically, being like, well, I'm going to my house. Sucks to be you, dickheads. And no, I haven't got work tomorrow because people who have jobs are also fucking twats. But then, I couldn't get his boots off. And then he's like, sorry about my penis, which obviously makes me laugh a lot to this day. 14, I think his girlfriend came to see him the next day, and she ended up knocking on my flat because I lived behind his house. She's like, I can't wake him up. Like, he could be dead. So, yeah, he was fine in the end. Probably still a bit hungover from that, I'd imagine. 14 years ago, the thing I've learned today, mimes and burglars look very similar. I might start robbing houses, and if people come downstairs and catch me, just start pretending to be blown away by a strong gust or scale an imaginary rope. That's actually really quite funny as an idea. Right, Kate, load the shit. Yeah, I heard them call back. I heard them shouting about the time they'll be back and where their important valuables are. And then you have to come home early. You've already got the black and white stripy top on. Just start being like... That's fucking stupid, but I enjoy that. That's about it. Cool. All right then. We'll call it there. Thank you for listening. Have I finished all my pussy? No, little sip left. There we go. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you all. Sorry if I took a while to get to some of the points. If you have a younger listener than I think about 1 week old, let me know. Weirdly aware that I'm asking you basically just send me pictures of babies. Gonna just change my mind on that. So yeah, so maybe don't do that. All babies basically look the same as well. Gonna put it out there, and not in a racist way. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, tell your mates. I appreciate you all. It's good to be back, baby. Cool. Catch you in a bit. Usual shit. Yep then.